what you think I am. Don't you know that he was my man? What is wrong with me?
Go in the trash.
Cash got in the trash.
Yeah.
Is it everywhere now? Cash being cash.
Talking about Cathy right here. Get out of here.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kendall if you haven't been here before. If you couldn't tell by the title or just by my look for today, I am going to be recreating the legendary, iconic, one and only Toni Braxton debut album cover. I just watched her movie on Lifetime the other day, her biopic, and I just felt so inspired after learning more about her story. And then honestly, she's just like, she's everything. So I was like, I have to recreate this. I had so much fun doing it. I'm not going to waste too much time talking. I want you all to get to it and see how I was able to recreate this look. But before we get started, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, you might as well. It's free. You know, just go ahead, hit right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is tackle this head of mine. Please excuse my braids. I know they're looking a little less Meek Mill, a little more Shamar Moore. I really don't know how to braid. I made it my goal to try to learn how to braid since we've been in quarantine. And I'm honestly embarrassed to say that I did these braids today, maybe 2 hours ago, and they already look like this. This is like really, really bad. These actually look like twists. I don't know, but hey. Okay, so the wig that I'm using today, I got from the beauty supply store here in Houston. It was only like $20, so we'll see. And I forgot to buy a wig cap, which it doesn't matter. This is just for the video, so I'm just gonna go ahead and slap this on because I can't fathom looking at my head like this anymore. And that's Cash in the background, by the way. You'll probably hear him throughout the video. He's in the room with me. You hear him walking around, so don't mind him. Okay. Lord. Okay. I'm about to FaceTime one of my line sisters and see what she says.
You better go ahead, Toni.
So funny.
It was flat though, and like kind of natural.
I thought that was a regular haircut.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, let me get off here. I'm recording, so I'm about to cut it and do all
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Now, this is Toni Braxton's album cover. Can you see that? Ooh, I know you probably can't see that, but that is her hair, so we have to cut it and make it look like that. So I can see right away I need to go in and cut the bangs some so that you can see a little more, probably to about right here. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so I hope I don't mess this up. Okay, let me get started. Let me put the picture right here so I can look at her while I'm doing it. Okay, so I think this is all the cutting that I'm going to do to the wig because I still have to go back in once everything is done and style it. I need to go in with my flat iron and just kind of bump the ends a little bit so that I have that volume like she had in her album cover. So I'm gonna go rinse off this well, I have all this hair on me now, so I'm gonna go rinse it all off, and then I'm gonna come back and start my makeup. Okay, I'm back. I definitely underestimated how much hair was going to be all over me. I had hair all on the floor, all over my makeup, all over my entire like vanity situation here. So I had to get that together real quick, but we can go ahead and jump right in to our skin. Okay, so to prime my skin, I am going to be using the Embryolisse Moisturizing Primer. Again, this is like an everyday primer. Right now, my skin is really broken out because, to be completely honest, I really have been eating like a lot of junk food, and you can always tell because my face just starts to break out right after. So I need to like really hydrate and drink some water so that can clear up. But because of that, this primer kind of helps keep it like a little calmer, because me wearing makeup when my skin is broken out is never good. It actually makes it worse, but I don't really care because I was really trying to get this look off. Okay, so I was looking at the picture of Toni Braxton, and her makeup was very much smooth and matte. It wasn't cakey at all. So for that reason, I'm starting off with my concealer, and I am using the Fenty Instant Retouch Pro Filt'r Concealer. I am in shade 235. Really bright on camera. Make sure we hit this corner right here. I hate when people don't get that corner. No missing spots on our noses, ladies. All right, so now I'm going to take my beauty blender and go ahead and blend it out. I am really excited for this look. Like when I was in the bathroom, I ended up taking a shower because I literally had hair all over me. But while I was in there, I was getting so excited because I was looking at her picture, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be, woo. I think this is gonna be so cute once it all comes together. Okay, so now I am going in with my Fenty Beauty Cream Contour in shade Macchiato. For the purposes of this video, because we are trying to accomplish that Toni Braxton look, it was very 90s and very matte. It wasn't cakey at all, so that's why we started with the concealer, and then we're going in with the cream contour. And then as far as any harsh lines, we'll take a little bit of foundation and go back in and just kind of marry all the colors together. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go in with our foundation. Today I am using NARS in Barcelona. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Rest of it and hit my neck. Excited for this. Toni Braxton is one of those artists that I feel like really does not get the credit that she deserves. If you're like a big music fan and you keep up with like how the artists in the 90s were treated, it was like they would sign these bogus deals, right? And then they would have to like jump through hoops and file bankruptcy or whatever just to get the respect they deserve from their labels. And it's like, man, they were really getting over on people back then. And Toni Braxton is definitely one of the artists that I feel like really had to kind of pay for that. Like, I don't know if anyone's watched her biopic, but it's on Lifetime for anyone that wants to watch it. But she has a really amazing story. Like, she grew up in the church. She comes from a very big family, and she really like made sure that all of her sisters like were taken care of. Like, she really was the one person to like take care of her whole family, and I just respect that so much because it's hard. Like, to come up in music, and then, you know, she came up in church. So for her to switch over to doing like some R&B stuff, I know was like probably a really big deal for her family, okay? And honestly, today's music artists, they aren't coming up in the church like that anymore, okay? And it shows. It really does. Like, and that's not like a diss to any new music artist that's out now, but like Toni Braxton, like she was it. Like Toni Braxton, who else? Faith Evans. Those are all like singers that were discovered from singing in church. Like, no one's getting discovered in church anymore. Not for the kind of music that's being put out now. It's just not the same. And I feel like artists like Toni Braxton, like you can really feel the music. Like you could really feel like their emotions and everything that they put into the music. And I just, I love it. I love me some Toni Braxton. But if you know me, you know that I love old music in general, honestly. Okay. So I think the skin is looking pretty good. I'm going to go back in once with the powder and everything to add a little bit more warmth into the skin, because again, she was so heavily contoured in that photograph. So now I'm going in with my MAC Studio Fix foundation, my favorite, in NC25, and setting my under eyes. Look at that. I feel like this really is like Facetune, but in real life. I know I say that in every single video, but it really is. I love it so much. Look at that. Come on. Compared to this side. Can you see? Okay. If you are still watching at this point, I want you to comment your favorite Toni Braxton song, please, so I know you're paying attention. Okay, so now I'm going in with my brush it. I have a habit of losing brushes when they're right in front of my face. Like right now, I can't find my contour brush. I just had it. Oh. Right here in front of my face, like I said. I don't know why. I think it's just like when you're doing your makeup, like, you know everything's right in front of you, and you just like forget where it is. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Sun Stalk'r in Island Ting to, again, just kind of set that cream bronzer in place. Because again, in the image, her face was very heavily contoured, and we want to make sure we're recreating that. I know my face is so broken out right now. I really need to eat better. And I know that, but I do this every time. And then I always act surprised, like when my face is broken out, like I didn't do it. I know exactly whose fault this is. It's mine. I'll grow up one day. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the powder, and I'm going to bake my under eyes as well as my jawline, because again, we really want my face to look nice and chiseled. And I'm going to really set this into my skin. Okay, so while this sits, I'm gonna go do my eyebrows off camera, because I already told y'all what the deal is with that. I still have not gotten my eyebrows done literally since February, prior to COVID. I know the places are open up now, but honestly, I'm not even taking the risk. So let me go do that, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to do that off camera because honestly, y'all, my eyebrows been mad disrespectful. Like, it's really bad. So now I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and dust off the powder. closer I get to finishing this, the more excited I'm getting, just because I feel like it's all going to come together so nicely and I'm so excited. Okay. Now it's time for my eye makeup. And when I was looking at hers, let me take a look really fast just to see. Oh yeah, I know a cut crease when I see one. Okay, so upon further inspection, I realized that it really isn't a cut crease. It's more of like a neutral eye, but it's dark around the top and then lighter right in the middle. So not really a cut crease, more of like a, okay, not a today 2020 cut crease, more of a 90s cut crease. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender and blend some of this out, and then I'm just kind of gonna go back in with a lighter color so that you can clearly see the difference. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna go on with a much lighter shade on the palette. This one, oh, that one right there. And I'm just kind of gonna press that onto the eyelid, like lightly, just press it on there. We really want that pigment to make it look like a cut crease, but it's not really a cut crease. See what I'm doing there? Just lightly tap it on there and keep it heavily focused onto the front part of the eye. Very lightly. And kind of smoke it out into the rest of the shadow. It looks kind of like yogurt a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to go into the bottom lash line and just smoke it out a little bit with that same color. Not too much though, just because we want to add a little depth, but not too much. And I'm only going to go to about halfway, so to about right here. Smoke that out. Okay, so I'm looking at the picture and it actually doesn't even look like she has on any eyeliner at all. It just looks like she has on a lot of mascara. So I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Colossal Big Shot, which is my favorite mascara. And I'm going to do maybe 2 or 3 layers of it to achieve the look she has. It's like this mascara just goes on so well. And it's really black, like very, very black. And that's the look we're going for here. And it's also your preference. If you want to put on some falsies for a little razzle dazzle, like, please feel free to do so. I just know for me personally and the look I'm going for, I don't think that falsies are really necessary. Okay. Okay, I'm getting so excited now. Now that I can see it like really coming together, I'm getting so excited. So now I'm gonna go in and do my lip. I am using NYX in shade Nutmeg. So I'm just following the trace, my natural trace of my lips. Okay, and she has kind of like a deeper red on her lips, so for that I am using NYX Liquid Suede in shade Cherry Skies, and I'm just kind of going to go over that. Oh yeah. Okay. So while that's drying down, I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Okay, everyone, this is the final look. Unfortunately, at the end of the last clip, my camera died, but luckily it was at the end, so all you really missed was me bumping the ends of the wig just to get that full body Toni Braxton look. I am so pleased with this look. I love it. I actually think I'm only going to listen to Toni Braxton music for the rest of the day because that's how much I love this look. I know in the picture, she had on some Coco Chanel earrings, but I don't have Coco Chanel money. I have beauty supply store money, you feel me? So I went there and I got these earrings, and it's a moon, but you can kind of like, if you turn your head a little bit at an angle, you can kind of pretend. You can just pretend that it's Coco Chanel. You know, it works. It gets the job done, all right? Don't worry about it. All right, so I will see you all in my next video.